In the world of professional wrestling, fans often have strong opinions and creative ideas about where storylines and characters should go. Here are some of the latest hot takes circulating the WWE universe, and let's dive into these controversial yet intriguing perspectives. 1. Dominic Mysterio, Drew McIntyre, and Logan Paul joining The Rock and John Cena's faction. One hot take from Noah proposes a faction featuring Dominic Mysterio, Drew McIntyre, and Logan Paul alongside The Rock and John Cena. This combination would undoubtedly bring massive heat, as Dominic and Logan Paul already generate significant hatred from fans. While Drew McIntyre doesn't carry the same level of go-away heat, his inclusion would add an interesting layer to the group, allowing him to potentially reach new heights in his career. The idea of John Cena and The Rock joining forces again, this time as heels, could result in a blockbuster faction with monumental storytelling potential. It's a great concept, though WWE would have to balance the personalities to ensure they don't lose their individual appeal. 2. Randy Orton punting John Cena to reset his brain karma suggests that Randy Orton should deliver a final punt to John Cena, leading to a reset of Cena's character back to a babyface before his eventual retirement. This theory is both humorous and compelling, offering a twist on Cena's career. The idea of Cena going out with one last brutal punt from Orton, who has a long history with Cena, feels like an entertaining way to end things. While it's a bit goofy, it's certainly a fun idea that could play into Cena's retirement arc, even if it's unlikely to actually happen. The history between Cena and Orton is rich, so a storyline like this would be a fitting tribute to their long rivalry. 3. Cody Rhodes should have turned heel instead of John Cena. 10K Star argues that Cody Rhodes should have been the one to turn heel instead of John Cena. Many fans, myself included, expected a heel turn from Cody as part of his narrative arc. Cody's story seemed to be building up to a heel turn, especially after his intense rivalry with Roman Reigns and his emotional promo work. The decision to have Cena, a traditionally babyface icon, turn heel was a massive surprise and was a shocking moment for the WWE Universe. However, a heel turn from Cody could have been equally compelling, and it's interesting to think about how that storyline might have played out had WWE gone in that direction. 4. Seth Rollins' 2014 heel turn was better than John Cena's heel turn. Walter suggests that Seth Rollins' 2014 heel turn, when he betrayed the Shield, was more impactful than John Cena's recent turn. While Rollins' turn was certainly shocking and paved the way for some of the most important storylines in modern WWE, like his rivalry with Roman Reigns, Cena's heel turn might be one of the most iconic moments in wrestling history. The spectacle of Cena embracing his darker side after years of being the ultimate babyface is hard to top. If we are to judge the moments purely on surprise and historical significance, Cena's heel turn edges out Rollins. But Rollins' long-term effects on the industry and his feuds with Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose should not be overlooked. 5. John Cena's retirement. Not happening anytime soon. A hot take from Night 1 speculates that John Cena will not retire after WrestleMania 42, as some have suggested. This opinion aligns with the belief that Cena's character, especially with his recent heel turn, has a lot more to offer before he rides off into the sunset. Given Cena's role in major storylines and his ability to still compete at a high level, it's likely he will extend his career, potentially wrestling beyond 2025. His heel turn opens up new possibilities for his character, and it would be unwise to retire him just as he's entering a fresh chapter. 6. Roman Reigns needs to apologize to fans. Divine 1096 claim that Roman Reigns is still a villain in their eyes due to his past actions. While Roman's heel run as the tribal chief has been a career-defining moment, it's true that his past as a top babyface character was filled with questionable moments, including his relentless pursuit of championship gold. To truly transition into a babyface, Roman might need to apologize for his past actions to earn the fans' forgiveness. An acknowledgement of his previous behavior could potentially lead to a more sympathetic and relatable character. But this idea remains speculative, and WWE may not go down that path. 7. Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns as a more important match than Punk vs. Seth versus Roman. In the hot take by Nozzles and Wazzle, they argue that a singles match between Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns is more important than the rumored triple threat match featuring CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. While a singles match between Rollins and Reigns might indeed be compelling, the idea of having Punk in the mix adds extra intrigue. Punk's return to WWE and his clash with two of the company's top stars in a triple threat match for the championship feels like a more engaging spectacle than a straightforward Rollins versus Reigns feud, even though their past history is rich. 8. Gunther vs. Jey Usos shouldn't main event WrestleMania. One hot take suggests that Gunther vs. Jey Usos should not headline WrestleMania, even though the Intercontinental Championship is on the line. While Gunther and Jey are excellent competitors, this is a matchup that may not have the same level of mainstream appeal as a high-profile triple threat involving Punk, Seth, and Roman. The WrestleMania main event usually needs to feature the biggest stars, and even though Gunther's rise has been impressive, WWE seems to have other plans for the biggest stages. 9. Gunther deserves better than Jey Usos in his storyline. Another take from Gunther deserves better suggests that Gunther's storyline with Jey Usos has been underwhelming, especially considering how much Gunther has accomplished recently. A potential feud with someone like AJ Styles or a bigger name could have elevated Gunther further. Jey Usos, while a talented wrestler, doesn't have the same immediate draw as some of the other top stars in the company. However, Gunther is likely to continue his rise, and future feuds might allow him to showcase his abilities at the top level. 10. Damian Priest deserves better than his current booking. Several fans have pointed out that Damian Priest has been underutilized, despite his considerable talent. His involvement in the Judgment Day faction has brought him some prominence, but fans argue that he deserves a better singles push. However, WWE's booking choices seem to favor other talents right now, leaving Priest in a secondary role despite being one of the most skilled in-ring performers in the company. 11. Kevin Owens is the MVP of 2025. Lone Wolf claims that Kevin Owens is the MVP of 2025, even though CM Punk fans may argue otherwise. While Punk has delivered excellent matches and promos, Owens has consistently proven himself to be an all-around performer, bringing great intensity and chemistry to every match he's in. His role in high-profile feuds and his work with other top stars this year makes him a worthy contender for the MVP title. 12. Stone Cold helping Cody Rhodes, then turning on him, Dragon King Lord Fighter, offers a wild theory in which Stone Cold Steve Austin would return to help Cody Rhodes, only to betray him and join forces with The Rock and John Cena. The idea of Austin turning heel after all these years is a bold one, but it would make for one of the most shocking moments in WWE history. Austin's return to WWE as a major player would certainly send shockwaves through the wrestling world. 13th. Rhea Ripley's babyface run is cringe being rational critiques. Rhea Ripley's babyface run as cringe, suggesting that she's far more effective as a heel. While Rhea is undeniably talented, her babyface persona hasn't quite clicked with fans the way her heel run did. Many fans still remember her as the dominant force, who took the NXT Women's Championship by storm, and returning to that persona could elevate her to greater heights. 14. Bianca Belair is the best women's champion in years. Bianca Belair is widely regarded as one of the most dynamic women's champions in recent history. Her charisma, athleticism, and ability to engage the audience have made her a standout star in WWE. Fans have praised her consistency, making her reign as champion one of the most captivating in recent memory. It's hard to deny that she has solidified herself as one of the top faces of the women's division. 15. Older talent deserves another world title. Some fans have expressed a desire to see older talents like AJ Styles, Randy Orton, John Cena, and CM Punk get one more shot at a world title. While these wrestlers have had their time at the top, the idea of a nostalgic run for these veterans would be exciting for longtime fans. Whether it happens this year or in the future, many believe these stars still have much to give. 16. Seth Rollins in 2015 was the best version of him. The next Hotic praises Seth Rollins' 2015 version, calling it the best iteration of his career. Rollins' heel run during this time was fantastic, marked by his cocky attitude, swagger, and unmatched ability to get under the fans' skin. His character work during this period elevated him to one of the top heels in the company. 17th, SVR 2006 versus SVR 2007. A debate in the world of WWE video games. SVR 2006 and SVR 2007 are often debated. While some argue that SVR 2006 was the better title, SVR 2007 holds a special place in many fans' hearts due to its refined gameplay and roster. It's hard to pick a winner, but each game has its strengths and appeal for different reasons. 18. Damian Priest versus The Undertaker. A comparison. Finally, one fan suggests that Damian Priest is better in the ring than The Undertaker, which is a bold statement. While Priest is an incredible talent, Undertaker's contributions to wrestling history are unmatched. His legacy in the ring and his status as a WWE icon places him in a league of his own. Conclusion. These wrestling hot takes showcase the passionate opinions that fans have about WWE's product. From dream factions to controversial character decisions, it's clear that WWE is constantly sparking debates and discussions among its fan base. Whether these takes come to fruition or remain speculative, they reflect the excitement and creativity that fans bring to the world of professional wrestling.